right, Nintendo, you've got my attention now. You have got my attention. A new Mario game, and boy, what an adventure this looks like. Look at it. What am I supposed to say? Just look at it. It looks terrific. I mean, it looks incredible. This is probably one of the most creative looking Mario games I think I've seen in a long while. And it just, everything has such character and such pop to it, you know? All the characters have this cool animation and expression. Like, just look at the way they move. I don't know what to think about this. I mean, it's bonkers. I mean, this whole game just looks absolutely bonkers. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. My gosh, Nintendo, do you have my attention now? Daisy is even playable, so that's interesting. Okay, this game looks like properly like an actual mushroom trip. This game just looks so ridiculously trippy. I mean, Mario becoming an elephant? I mean, what? What else can he become? What other kinds of weird animals can he become? You know? What is this? Like, what is this world? This is clearly not the Mushroom Kingdom. This is another land, you know? It's almost, it reminds me a lot of like Super Mario 3D World, where instead of being in the Mushroom Kingdom, you're in the Sprixie Kingdom. But this is clearly something entirely different. Is it like the Wonder Kingdom or something? Because it looks like one of the things you're hunting down is these little wonder seeds, which you'll see when you go into these little portals. It seems as if you go through like what I'm guessing is just this weird obstacle course, this weird trippy obstacle course in which everything is just completely bonkers. This does look like a mushroom trip. And it looks like you gotta go and yeah, it seems like everything just it changes up the dynamic of everything, where everything is just wild and trippy and insane until you get this wonder seed. So, like, is that what you're collecting instead of like stars? Like is that the main collectible in this game? I'm assuming that. By the way, it is amazing finally to see more playable characters, including Daisy, in this game. Wait. No. They're not making this take place in Sarasaland, are they? Are we gonna get more of like an exploration of Sarasaland in this game? Probably not. This is probably some other weird kingdom that Nintendo came up with. But just the fact that Daisy is here, what's up with all the Yoshis anyway? I did not notice that before. Like, can you play as all Yoshis? If that's the case, like, how many characters are playable in this game? Like, how many characters can you be in this game? We clearly have Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, Daisy, and it seems as if Yoshi. Who else are they gonna bring in? Are they gonna bring in Rosalina? Are they gonna bring in Pauline, perhaps? I mean, who are they gonna? What are they gonna do with this? You know, this is bonkers. Just, and I have to give a lot of credit here because you know, like the new Super Mario Brothers games, like they looked fine. They looked great for what they are, but this game just it blows them out of the water. I mean, the animations are so expressive, the world looks so vibrant and dynamic and just awesome. And when you go into these trippy, weird alternate dimensions, everything is just like everything just goes bonkers. Just look at it. It's wild. Everything glows. It has this weird, yeah, it has this weird trippy aesthetic to it that is just something else. I mean, Mario can become Lanky Mario? What? You can become a literal bowling ball? And just, like, what is going on? Like, what is Mario on? What do these wonder seeds do to Mario? I have to wonder. Just look at the expressiveness on the animation. It just looks wonderful. You see that Mario block? You see that Mario block? I am wondering if that is like a character selector. If you hit it, like you can select whichever character you want on the fly. I mean, it's not much to really give too much attention to, but the fact that Mario games will be able to give you a character selector on the fly, something that like most other platforming games have a character selector, is incredible. I mean, we already have quite a list of characters that are going to be in this game. It definitely looks like they are going for more of like a faster paced Mario game on this one. It looks more just because of how dynamic it is. Like there seems to be like these rollerblading sections that you do that you seem to go a little it seems as if you're going a little bit more fast than you normally would. And then there's like these trippy wonderlands or whatever that more or less look like it is like you're just speed running to this wonder seed. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that this takes place in Saras Land, mostly because of Daisy's inclusion in this game. That is quite interesting because we will finally see a more dynamic version of Sarasaland. I mean, we did see that in Super Mario Land, but let's be honest, that game was on the original Game Boy, so I mean, as cool as that little game is, there's not a lot to, be had there. This clearly is more interesting and definitely more this definitely is far more unique. I cannot stop praising the animation. I mean, all the characters look so expressive. Nintendo really took after the Mario movie and just made all the characters far more expressive and far more like just overall just have more personality and pop to that. And I really love to see that out of a Mario game. I mean, they've always had some amount of personality, but let's be honest, the new Super Mario games, like, they were about as static as like a brick, you know? Like, you had your running animation, your jumping animation, and that was about it. There wasn't a lot of animations, but here there's like so much expressiveness. Just look at the pop that they give when they jump. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. So I'm assuming a lot of the mainstays are here. Like, obviously the super mushroom, the fire flower, the power star, and or the superstar, whatever you want to call it. And then, we get the bonus of having these new ones, these new abilities, which again, I don't know what else they're going to give. We clearly got this elephant fruit, and I don't know if that's like a temporary ability or if that's something that goes away after a while. If it's like, like the Mega Mushroom on the original New Super Mario Brothers game. Okay, I also like going on just how dynamic this game is. They clearly listened to the fans and took inspiration from Donkey Kong Country Returns series because all the enemies are so much more dynamic. Like the fact that the piranha plants can get out of their pipe and start chasing you, that is something else. And the fact that you just have like so much more dynamic characters, like Koopas on skates, Wigglers on skates. Everything is on skates in this game. Everything about this game feels so much more fast-paced. It really feels like they finally understand what makes Mario games good. That's a fast-paced platforming adventure. And I'm wondering like what you can do with like the regular coins and these purple coins. If it's gonna serve like it does in Super Mario Odyssey, where you can actually have like a shop. Maybe you can purchase more characters through this shop. I mean, the possibilities are virtually endless. Like, if that's the case, like, they could give us so much more characters through DLC alone. more levels, more characters. So I wonder, yeah, if there's more characters you can purchase, or if there's like a ton of different characters, like if you start off with the above stated, the Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi. But I'm wondering if you can purchase more through like an in-shop ability and possibly have like DLC. So I'm wondering what else you got, Like can you buy like new outfits for the characters, like custom outfits? Can you buy like different abilities, like badges? Because a lot of games have like these badge abilities that you can add that kind of improve your character statistics and whatnot. I'm looking at Hollow Knight here, obviously. Like, what else can you purchase? Like, the possibilities literally are endless here. Yeah, I mean, clearly, just looking at this, it is so much more vibrant, so much more dynamic, and it's gonna be a lot more fun. I think this game, I believe, single-handedly will render the new Super Mario Brothers series essentially moot, just because of how dynamic it is and how much character and personality is in it. Like, look at everything; it just pops. This game is going to be incredible. This game is gonna be wild. And this is just the surface. This is just the teaser. They've shown so much in the teaser. This is the opposite of the Tears of the Kingdom teaser. They have shown so much. They've shown off so much. I cannot wait to see more. Like what they have to show. They're gonna show more in the September Direct because this releases in October of this year, by the way. And it looks like it's going to be on the Switch. It looks like it is. It doesn't look. I mean, maybe Nintendo will drop their new console and have like a simulcast kind of thing. That's what they do a lot. Nintendo has done this before with like the Legend of Zelda series. Maybe this will be like the first Mario game that actually gets like a proper like dual kind of thing going on, like a dual simultaneous release where it's on the Switch and the new system. And if that's the case, then you clearly know which one I'm going to go for. You know I'm going to go for the new system. As far as I can tell, it doesn't look like Nintendo announced a new system on this direct, so I am so happy to see this. I am so happy to see that Nintendo has saved their year and possibly save the Switch from total extinction. I mean, it's going out the door anyway. I mean, the Switch is in its twilight years. It's clearly in its Fat Elvis stage at this point. It's still entertaining, but it's just getting long in the tooth. And it's time for a new one. So. But I sure hope you guys enjoyed this. But honestly, like that's my thoughts on this initial trailer for Super Mario Wonder. I want to know what you guys have to think about it. This broke me. This game just looks so vibrant, like so vibrant and personable. And like at first it kind of looked weird. I will admit, but the more I look at it, the more I think it's because of how expressive they made them and just how weird in terms of like Mario games it is to see like characters having expressions and just Nintendo games in general. There's people who say that Nintendo games have a lot of personality and they have their own charm definitely, but like in terms of like character personality they never really have. But I just think it's very different to see like Mario actually being like super like have like an actual personality within the game, like all these different like emotes that he does. It's so different and so interesting. And just all the characters in general, they just have all this pop. I just cannot stop simping over that fact, seriously. That if anything is going to sell you on this game, it's got to be the personality behind it. I will say it right now, this Mario game has the most personality I've seen out of a Mario game, period. And this is just the beginning. I cannot wait to see what comes next, and I cannot wait to see what you guys have to think about this because, I mean, we're all still parsing this out. I still am. So I want to hear what you guys have to think. Yeah, definitely hit me up in the comments down below what you guys thought of this. It looks spectacular. And, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.